I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter in Alice. A 12-year-old student was pinned between two vehicles at an elementary school campus. Law enforcement has a message for parents. Don't be in a rush when dropping off or picking up students. Alice Police Chief Eden Garcia says shortly after 7:30 Monday morning, a 911 call came in for an accident at Noonan Elementary. Police say a truck was backing out of a parking space when it hit another vehicle that had stopped in the middle of the school parking lot. A 12-year-old girl who was getting out of that vehicle to let her siblings off was hit by the truck. The driver of the truck told police he didn't see the girl nor the vehicle behind him.
Please use the designated areas where we are to drop off our children in our schools. And I know it gets hectic and we want to leave our children because we have other kids that we have to drop off. And so we're in a rush. Sometimes we have to slow down.
Campus has signs posted at designated drop-off and pickup areas for people to follow. Traffic can be backed up, but the signs are there to avoid accidents like this one. Chief Eden Garcia says they are thankful that the girls' injuries were not as serious as they could have been. Chief Eden Garcia says our children are precious cargo and we need to be mindful of their safety. School protocols are in place and motorists should be aware of their surroundings. Covering your neighborhood news, I'm Melissa Trevino in Alice for Chris 6 News.
I'm Alexis Scott, your neighborhood news reporter here at the Corpus Christi American Federation of Teachers Union Hall. Union members gathered here to vent their frustrations. They're raising a stink over potty training for students, and they blame CCISD. Corpus Christi AFT President Nancy Vetta says she first reported this issue to the district in October 2022. Vetta says several teachers have come forward with concerns of changing students who have an accident during class. Many of them are without a teacher's aide to assist the other students. Vetta claims the district does not enforce proper health protocols when it comes to cleaning up the accidents.
Why don't you have a health professional that I think is employed by this district go to every school and assess what they have and what they do not have? They have failed to do anything. And if they do say they did something, well, they haven't shared it with anyone, and especially not the teachers and the people who are on the front lines there or in the classrooms doing the work.
CCISD sent us a statement after we told them about the CCAFT's concerns. It reads, schools housing pre-K programs have received extensive training on maintaining hygiene while assisting our youngest students. Additionally, the district proactively allocated funds to ensure ample supplies for our classrooms. On Monday, members of CCAFT will raise these concerns at CCISD school board meeting in hopes to come up with a solution. Covering your neighborhood at the Corpus Christi American Federation of Teachers Union Hall, Alexis Scott, Chris 6 News.
I'm Tony Jaramillo, your Southside neighborhood news reporter. Nueces County created a game room ordinance last year. Its goal was to stop illegal gambling and regulate game rooms. I asked Chief Deputy David Cook with the Nueces County Sheriff's Office what is and isn't working so far. To have a game room in Nueces County, you have to have a permit. Chief Deputy of Operations David Cook says out of 30 permit applications, only 7 are permitted to operate within Nueces County. He stresses that just because a game room has a permit, it does not mean gambling is legal within the establishment. Any payout over $5 is illegal.
If a game room is open, whether they have a permit or not, and they're profitable, then there is no doubt in my mind that they're making illegal payouts, because a game room cannot be profitable unless they're going to make those payouts.
Chief Deputy Cook also warns that those caught inside a game room during a raid will receive a citation for illegal gambling regardless of permit status. Chief Deputy David Cook says eventually the Sheriff's Office will ask Nueces County Commissioners to make some minor changes to strengthen the game room ordinance. Reporting from the Nueces County Courthouse, Tony Jaramillo, Chris 6 News.
The city of Kingsville has a new chief of police. Today was the first day for Chief John Blair. Blair comes from Chicago, where he was a deputy chief of police for Cook County. He has more than 30 years in law enforcement. Blair replaces the former Kingsville chief of police, Ricardo Torres. Torres retired in August of last year after our Chris 6 Investigates team reported on allegations of sexual harassment against a female officer.
I'm John Matteries. Millions of homeowners are seeing their property taxes go up again. We'll show you some things you might be able to do about it. That story coming up.
Both renting and owning a home is becoming more out of reach for younger Americans. Data from Credit Karma shows 19% of renters expect to have to move in with friends or family this year. 31% of working-age Gen Zers say they still have to live with their parents because they can't afford to move out.
We also see people taking on roommates or renting out a room in their house, anything to help alleviate the high cost month to month of whether it's renting or home ownership for people.
Credit Karma also found that about half of Americans who don't currently own a home feel like they never will.
And so I really encourage people, if you're in this situation, feel like you can't buy something right now, make sure you're in a rental that you feel good about and take that money that you might be able to save and really invest it long term. That could end up going towards a house one day.
She says you can do this by looking at your monthly finances and seeing how much you can set aside for a fund toward a house. It can also mean redirecting money that you spend on things that aren't necessities.
If your property taxes have skyrocketed the past few years, you're not alone. These tax hikes can be really hard to budget for, especially if they catch you off guard. But there are some things you can do.
Walt Ben checks his mailbox every day.
No, not here yet.
Knowing a big property tax bill is coming soon. Like many homeowners, he tracked down his new property valuation online.
I found it, and it's amazing.
And was shocked by the number.
And what's the percentage?
27, a little over about 28% right now.
He'll now have to pay $600 more in property taxes.
30%? Now, did they just think people weren't going to notice?
Home appreciation like Walt is experiencing is happening nationwide, up almost 5% in the last year, according to S&P CoreLogic's latest home price index. If you look at the last 3 years, that appreciation climbs to almost 11%.
One of the side effects of that is that you end up with higher property taxes.
Jacob Channel is a senior economist for LendingTree. He says the dramatic surge started during the pandemic and can be a tough pill to swallow for many homeowners.
You do want to budget accordingly.
But there's a silver lining if you plan to sell in the future.
Rising real estate taxes means that the value of your property is also increasing.
If you think your valuation isn't right,
you can argue. In some cases that can work. Do keep in mind, though, that there's no guarantee.
Remember, with so many different factors in place,
even people in the same city can pay vastly different amounts.
Walt is considering an appeal.
It pinches me a lot with everything going on in the country. Inflation, shrinkflation, greedflation, whatever you want to call it. And it stinks.
So you don't waste your money. I'm John Matteries.
Now, your Chris 6 weather forecast.
Hey, good evening, folks. Let's start off by taking a look at the satellite radar loop. And boy, that radar loop is really interesting. All the storms that we saw earlier today now lifted off into actually Louisiana by now, but right on its heels after a fairly nice day. Yeah, here comes storm number 2, developing rain and thunderstorms in Mexico and back in the Sierra Madre, and all that is working in our general direction. So it's going to be another kind of a damp night. Now, it got down to 51 degrees earlier today, 64 the high, but it's actually a little bit warmer than that right now at about 66. And 0.45 of an inch officially at the airport, but a lot of folks got a lot more than that. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening across the state. A little cool pocket of air across north central Texas, but generally, folks, in the 50s and 60s, and even some low 70s along the middle Rio Grande Plains. And that's where you're seeing 71 at Hebronville right now. That's about 30 degrees warmer than it was this time yesterday. So big changes down there. We're looking at 60s elsewhere, and we're going to be seeing fall fog beginning to develop with that strong south-southeasterly wind and abundant moisture in the atmosphere. Overnight in the early morning hours, patchy fog, but it's going to get pretty thick there around your morning drive time, so be aware of that, especially both in the inland areas and along, say, Padre Island and back towards the immediate drive lines here in Corpus Christi. Be aware of that. It's going to be an issue tomorrow morning. Now, we're also looking at forecast lows that are about the same as what we got right now. In fact, it drops down a little bit and then begins to rise after midnight. So we're looking at 65, 66 degrees here in Corpus Christi. And so it's going to be a mild, humid night out there with that south-southeasterly flow continuing to prevail right on through tomorrow. But watch what happens Wednesday, especially late in the day. All of a sudden, the winds shift, and you see northerly flow here during the mid to late afternoon on Wednesday. Well, yeah, that's a weak cold front, but what's interesting about it is that it was the signal of drier air coming in. Now, this is what we've got going on tomorrow. Showers mainly in the afternoon and evening hours, but windy, quite warm. 74 degrees tomorrow. And if you're going out to the coastal waters, you're going to see a little bit of shower activity, but you're going to see some morning fog as well. 67 degrees. The water still cool at 52 degrees. A southeast wind at 15 to 25 knots. That's going to make for slightly choppy to occasionally choppy bays, 4 to 8 foot seas, and yeah, a moderate rip current risk from that strong southeasterly flow. So here's what we've got going on. There's a weak front across the Red River. There's that exiting storm system. Here's our next one coming in, and you're going to see that begin to converge, both the front and that next storm system, and all of a sudden, early Tuesday morning, you're going to see some showers beginning to develop, and then thunderstorms blossom during the day, Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night, and on into Wednesday. As that front makes its way through here, you're going to see it kind of migrate around and then finally slip on by, but behind it, drier air. Now, here's storm number 2. This is the next system, and you're going to see it sweep on through here. Notice the associated precipitation. That's Wednesday night, and then some lingering showers Thursday, and a third system moves into range right there, and that will bring us a chance of showers Friday afternoon before it sweeps on out. After that, it's smooth sailing for the weekend. Now, how about additional rain in the watershed? There will be some, but don't count on a lot of it. Looks like most of that will be north and across the populated areas here. So that's kind of what it looks like for our next situation here. Rising temperatures overnight, a nice warm day tomorrow, about 65 degrees. And as you move on in through the next 7 days, there's your scattered showers and thunderstorms, drier air and cooler air over the weekend.
If you remember last week during the freeze, Corpus Christi Animal Care Services was asking for short-term fosters. They tell us the fosters that left temporarily due to the freeze are now starting to return, which means it will fill up their spaces up once again. So they're asking you, the community, to help. The more animals they can place in foster care, the more animals they can bring into the facility to help. To get more information about how to become a foster or